All right, everybody, we're over here at 4627 19th Street. And it's funny, we see one of our clients' house and one of our clients' houses too, but it's a great little area of Clover Heights that's fast becoming one of those really nice little pockets of beautiful homes. 4621, for example, its neighbor has been taken back all the way. It's been built up, and you'll see other houses along the block here, probably a similar vintage. And we're going to take a look today at 4627, which is coming onto the market. First thing you'll notice is that the well, there's a double wide garage for first. That's interesting and different. They have the steel pole, but they do not. So you can see that people do change it. It is a little steeper pitch, but it's a single family house that's coming on from our friends over at Paragon, Brick Rock, and Clista as well. So coming in, you've got the tunnel entry, which is really nice. We have Rafi staying here too. One of the nice features about this home is that it is actually really in great and pristine condition. So when you first come into the garage, you'll see that it is double wide here. You do have an interesting thing. You have the big beam and then a little other beam next to it, so it creates a really big sandwich feel. You've got these posts, and it's about 20 feet from here all the way to there, and you've got a big concrete foundation. You've got the main stack, and then right there you'll see we've got the big parts of the concrete foundation. Because we are on the hill, Kite Hill is behind us. Trying to go into that will be challenging, shall we say. You'd have to really dig into probably a good amount of the schist rock. I'm not swearing, the schist rock, yes. But you got the updated power box supply coming in. You've got the gas, and then your laundry's down here. These are services that I would put somewhere else, so you would actually have more rooms. You could have double parking or more parking. If you put a steel beam across here, you could get rid of that post out there, and maybe or here, then you can have two cars spanning this way. But then again, you might be able to take this out and or just have two cars here. So you probably have at least one car parking, maybe a small car, maybe a mini or something or other. But anyway, let's go upstairs. So we'll go up to the very vintage, very mid-century home. The seller is still in the city, I believe, and he's owned the place for super forever, but he's kept it so very well. There's a yard outside, which we'll see in a second. It's pretty cool, and you are underneath Kite Hill, and there's a giant eucalyptus tree and other trees over there too. But coming in here, you'll see this main level. You've got the paneling, mid-century paneling. You've got sort of the views from across the street. Bigger windows, imagine, maybe that open up or whatnot. You've got the gas fireplace here. There's Rafi's hello. We also have this little dining area, and then the kitchen, it really is quite vintage. It's pretty amazing, really. Right now, the maximum depth of the width of the property is something in the, let me look here for you guys. It is something in the 20, let's see here. Let's take a look. 23 feet deep this way. It's about 24 feet wide the other way. So it's a bit limited, but remember the people we pointed out next door? Well, it turns out they are a good thing too. And 8-foot ceilings here. Because even though this parcel is smaller, make sure you remember that there is a precedent for us going higher and or perhaps a little deeper into the lot. Of course, you have to investigate that because nothing's ever guaranteed. If you notice, the carpet is super pristine. Here's more of that outdoor deck. So we can go out here and you'll see, oh my. So up there is Kite Hill, and you see there's one of the big eucalyptus trees, and I can't, these are conifer trees, I can't remember what they are at, but there's Kite Hill. I don't know if this goes back there or not. It feels like this is shorter because I think they have a deeper parcel, but they've taken a lot more of their parcel, and over here, the people next door, they're pretty deep too. So I suspect you might, that's a big might, be able to fill into at least here where that patio and deck is. And you might be able to do that and then have a terraced backyard. So you'd have to explore that. And of course, when we get upside, you'll see the height potential. So we're up here on the top floor, and this is used as a bedroom level. But take a look here, the carpet. Everything is just so well maintained. It's super clean and super nice. But this is the view level. You've got, take a look at there, you've got all of the backside of Corona Heights. You've got the downtown skyline. If you can see in the distance through the dust here. Let's see if we can, maybe we can. Let's see if we can go out the window. Let's see if we do this. Nope. Well, anyway, you guys get the general view that the view, there is a view. You've got the Corona Heights Park or Corona Heights Peak there, and then you've got the backside of Twin Peaks on here, and you've got the street as well, and then the downtown skyline. Once the scaffolding is removed, you'll have an even better view. Ceiling heights on this floor are about 7'5". Rafi says hello. Hang out there, Rafi. Look at this bathroom. Again, super preserved. Definitely the vintage, and it's super shiny. But yeah, the question would be, how would you reconfigure it? Would you keep the bedrooms on this level? I think you should reverse the floor plan and have this as your open living area, completely open living area, and you know, a kitchen maybe over here, the living and dining over here, living area over here, maybe just more officey, just an open floor plan. It'd be really nice, but you know, it just depends. So we're gonna go downstairs. You can take a better look. Oh, and over here you've got this little, very mid-century room. Cute little fixture, very vintage. This was used as an office clearly, and here's more of the view outside. They took the fence down obviously for the people next door, and they'll put that back up when it's done. But let's take a look downstairs, and let's make sure all the lights are off here as well. Moving along slowly but surely, very vintage. I mean, look at that. I mean, where would you get that again? And these giant sort of precursors to the Lutron, which you just see over here and over here. And let's close this up as well. It's a great view, great area. The list price, like I said, is going to be in the 125 area. Certain valuation models show the price, the sale price, the market value being sort of the reverse of those two numbers in the 2-1 range, and I'm not sure. You've got about 500 odd square feet on each level, and it's pretty much up to the potential of how you can use the space. So we'll take a look down here. Come on, Rafi, let's go. So we'll look over here, and let's go down, and we'll take a look at the yard, which is pretty important too. So the yard, we'll see, is here. Take a look. So, like we were saying, there's a nice little foundation there. Let's take a look and see how deep this would be here. We got 7 feet, perhaps, potentially back here. Over 2 floors, 7 feet by 24 feet. You have 140 feet per floor, so you maybe have an additional 500 square feet, depending, of usable livable space, combined with the 1,200 or so that you have now, and you end up with 22, 23, 2,400. Keep in mind, there's a big thing that the city's about to implement, which is the difference between houses that implicate 3,200 square feet or greater will have to go through a different level of review. Take a look at the neighbors. They have gigantic windows there too, and they've done the whole open view as well. And like we said here, if you can notice this here, this discrepancy, they have that, they have that. You in theory could try to go here, but of course that would take a certain amount of navigating the planning and neighborhood notification stage as well. And a lot of times you have to worry about the light that you might impact if that goes up. So then you'd have to look at the neighbors. In this case, it'd be the eastern light that they get in the morning, and in their case, it'd be the western light they get in the afternoon. Yes, kind of goofy, I know, but there we go. So anyway, 4217, it's 4217? 4227, 4627, I don't know, whatever the numbers were, 19th Street, coming on. Right now it's still an off-market listing, but it will definitely, I think, attract a lot of attention. There's a trust involved, so they do have to go to the open market. But until then, this is early sneak peek. Take a look at that sneak peek from K.Ho. And until next we meet, I'm gonna call Rafi and we'll go get some dinner. All right, thanks a lot. Take care.